Blib, 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 blib. Talking about the current topic. As you can tell by this show, I'm not good at it. Where's that money coming from? Nobody asked that. But I wanted to bring up something first. Ding, ding, ding. You know, this is why we can't have nice things. It's really important to know what's going on. I'll probably get in trouble for saying that. I am a believer of the Rebel Alliance. Here's another distraction for you. This is definitely a shit show. And it's a good question who's running. Okay, we're getting down to the nitty-gritty here. You want it all, but you can't have it. Yes! Wow! Look at that.
Could everybody hear my phone playing the beginning of the stream? Could you hear that? If you couldn't, good. If you could, sorry about that. How's everybody doing? It's Sunday. Here we are. Oh, you could hear it, eh? Yeah, I know. I was it's because I was chatting on my phone. Because if I chat in StreamYards, it comes up as Double M's ugly old broad. And I wanted it to be me, so I had it on and I didn't have it turned down, so you could hear it. I hope everybody's doing good. It's Sunday. Here we are again. Double M's is in the house. A bunch of you. The regs are here. Hello, Lola. Hello, Statham. Anybody different? Anybody different? Ghost Walks is here. They had a thing to throw out. We're gonna do that. And Kathy's here. Kathy's right here. This scrub channel, right? Right. Yeah, Ghost Walks brought up something. If anybody, same rules as always. If you got something you want to talk about, bring it up. We'll have a chat about it. And I know this one good because I have already done it. Ghost Walks says I've signed it. Muckster, you lie. You don't care about us. They don't really care about us. Like Michael Jackson said, I care about you. I do. I really do.
Fucked, Muckster.
Oh, did that come out right?
Get fucked, Muckster.
There we go. That came out right. I don't want no scrubs, said TLC. Something like that. This right here, petition E7531. This is for Canadians only. Sorry, guys. But it's a petition to ask Parliament to review the ambassador of Canada to Canada from the United States, Pete Hoekstra. Pete Hoekstra. A lot of people don't particularly want him here anymore because, he's not being a very good ambassador. He's kind of breaking the mold, I guess you could say. There is over 200,000 signatures. It was at a little over 100,000 a little bit ago. And then over the last 48 hours, 72 hours, it just blew up because it's getting out there. Stop moving it, Lola says. Sorry, here it says petition to the House of Commons. U.S. Ambassador Pete Hoekstra has repeatedly made public statements undermining the Canada-U.S. diplomatic relations, including characterizing the 2025 Canadian federal election as anti-American. Ambassador Hoekstra has normalized the Trump administration's threats to annex Canada as the 51st state, describing such rhetoric as a term of endearment. Ambassador Hoekstra has accused Canada of interfering in U.S. domestic politics while himself making repeated interventions in Canadian political discourse inconsistent with diplomatic protocol. Ambassador Hoekstra has been linked to the Michigan-based voter identification app used by the Alberta separatist Centurion Project while claiming no knowledge of its use. And the Alberta Prosperity Project met with the U.S. State Department officials 3 times between April 2025 and January 2026, with Hoekstra claiming no knowledge of those meetings, raising serious questions about U.S. diplomatic interference in Canadian unity. And there's a bunch of other stuff that I could actually point out that he's done as well in regards directly to and with Canadians going to his like residence in Ottawa, especially on July 4th. There were some people questionable people, Canadians who don't have Canada's best interests at heart there. Please come take California. Yeah, that's true. And you got to remember that, and I think I covered it here a couple of weeks ago, but Hoekstra was not removed from the Netherlands, but when his time in the Netherlands ran out as ambassador, he was pretty much told, "Don't send him back. We don't want him here. He's a dick. Sorry, Canada. It's okay. We'll do our thing." So this is going to go toward in front of Parliament, and it's to have Parliament do a review of him being the ambassador from the United States. It doesn't. This isn't going to remove him. It's still ultimately up to the Prime Minister to make the choice and trigger it to have him removed if that was going to happen. I personally don't think it's going to happen, which for 2 reasons I get. Number one is right now with everything going on, I mean, we're 3 days away from the big tariff hit, right? That's going to be hitting us 50%, which, I mean, it's going to hurt America more than it hurts Canada. But I don't see Carney wanting to really rock this boat at the moment. But yeah, exactly, double M's. And I don't see him wanting to rock the boat right now. What I could see happening, though, is down the road, perhaps, depending on where negotiations go, if nothing gets sort of figured out, and depending on where the rhetoric goes, sure, Lola, see you in a bit. It would be really damaging to have the ambassador to Canada being kicked out of Canada around the time, like in November, when the midterms hit. I mean, there's already enough problems. And, the Republicans know that it's not looking good for them. But, like, to have that in the news, Canada removes Ambassador, Hoekstra from his position in Ottawa and sends him packing back to the United States, that could be a big deal in the headlines. But, yeah, I don't see it happening right now. We'll see. Crazier things have happened. It's a crazy world. Who knows, right? But yeah, thanks for bringing that up, Ghost Walks. Yes, it's also a lifetime ban. Like, yeah, once you say get out of here, he's gone. You'll have to pick somebody else in the future. But we'll see what happens. I think we need more Wab Canoe. Well, you know what? He's pretty cool. I like him a lot. He says what's on his mind. He's a breath of fresh air. Sorry, in a club that is packed with all the same faces and all the same people. It's I think it's good. I think it's good for Manitoba, and he's hot. Okay. Can we like? It is. It is very much a toxic hydra. We'll cover some of that, from American YouTube. I'll sign it. I wouldn't do that. I wouldn't sign to have GJM. He has every right to be here like everybody else, Mark. Sure, come on. I know I understand the sentiment though. He would probably sign a petition to have us removed though. Sorry, taking a sip of beverage there. So what else do we got here? I think I was gonna just do a rundown. Like I'm hardly even paying attention to the news. I find them. I mean, I know the big things that are happening because I'll see a headline. YouTube is a private company, so good luck with that. Yeah, Muckster, good luck with that. I think I'm gonna let's do this. Let's do this. Let's do something fun here. We'll just do a rundown and see what's going on because I literally have no idea. I have no idea. It's like Google News, you know? It's like, could you get any more white bread than this? But we'll see what's on Google News right now. Have a little look. I do have some stuff I want to cover and talk about, but I want to see what's going on in the world here. And starts out straight up migrants in Spain. Sueta. Is that how you pronounce it? Sueta. Sueta. Is that right? Say if it's right. Sueta. Cuta. Cuta. Somebody's gonna be like, it's cuta, dumbass. You know what? I've been all over, which includes Canada, eh? Yeah, of course you have. I knew that. Migrants in Spain. I'd rather die than return. Moroccan migrants protest, seek asylum after fleeing. This sucks, eh? We'll look at the CBC article on it. We'll look at the CBC article on it. Come on now, Muckster. Some people don't get your humor. Hundreds of migrants in Spain enclave protest for asylum against deportation to Morocco. Many cite poor working conditions in Morocco for fleeing to nearby Spanish enclave. Yeah, hundreds of estimated 5,000 to 8,000 who remain in Ceuta. I don't know what it is. Ceuta. Is it Ceuta? Ceuta. Somebody tell me, phonetically spell it out for me in chat, please. Yeah, they're told to go over there. Yeah, I've heard this. Formage. I love, isn't it? No, it's fromage. It's fromage. Fromage. Oh my God, Muckster's yelling already. Can you guys give Muckster a break, please? We're sleeping next to the sea with cold and bad smells. Yeah, we're suffering a lot. Yeah, no doubt. Yeah, we don't want to go back to Morocco. We're human too. I mean, this is just such a bad situation. And you know what? I did kind of look through a whole bunch of this as before I started because I wanted to, make sure I knew. Oh, damn it! I just clicked it off. And here's the thing that that's interesting about this whole, the migrant problem. That's not just happening in Spain. It's happening. Were you saying cheese, SD? Yes, I was. Fromage. Fromage. Oh, God damn. I'm going to just jump ahead here. See this right here? Hurricane Leila brings strong winds and heavy rains in Hawaii. One dead, thousands without power. Indiana storms, flooding, blah, blah, blah. 7.17 earthquake in Indonesia. Firefighters fighting wildfires in Belgium. The world is like environmentally going to shit. If you haven't noticed, it's been going on and getting worse year by year. I've noticed it. I'm sure you've noticed it too. And if you haven't noticed it or you're not paying attention, wake the fuck up because it's happening. Um, and this is part of what's causing a lot of migrant problems. Conditions in other countries getting worse, not just because of the environment, but because, you know, governments are having a hard time keeping up with the stuff that's going on. Like a thing like a flood here, you know, we kind of have the resources to sort of take care of it. It's getting harder and harder because things are getting bigger and bigger. But when you got to sink money into rebuilding and preventing, trying to prevent when you're not going to do unless you know, really have the money to do certain things. And I mean, we're not going to change the environment with money. Simple as that. But it's causing a lot of these migrant problems. I want Spider to read that. Which one? Read what? What do you want me? The Moroccan thing? You want me to read the Moroccan thing? Proved to have been an invasion by Donald J. Trump. I don't believe that's true. Um, the chat quote in French. Which one? Pull it up. I don't see it. And I will read it. It's on. Oh, look, I'm looking. Le fromage est plus de age de moisi. Something like that. Le fromage est plus de age de moisi. De age moisi. Huh? I've been out of it for so long. I can say tabarnak Carlius, merci. I can say that. Merci Carlius. Blue de egg. Blue de egg. No more, please. Instant butcher. Hey, man, I haven't lived in Quebec since I was 13 years old. And my French was never good. I went to an English school. It was never good. And I'm all dyslexic and fucking, yeah, no, wasn't good. Was not good. I could understand un petit peu, un petit peu. Speaking it, I'll just butcher it. If it was punk sound, it might have sounded accurate. Yeah. Tu ne parles pas français très bien? See, that wasn't bad. Tu ne parles pas le français très bien? Huh? That wasn't too bad. You're gonna make me look bad, aren't you? Okay. 5 people wounded in Virginia State University shooting. Canadien, c'est bon, yeah. I could tell by the flag you have on your screen, on your avatar screen. I can see it. I knew that, and the fact that you brought up petition about Orchestra, I knew it, I knew it. I figured it. You're probably GJM, right? You didn't want to come in as GJM. I'm just kidding. I believe you're your own Canadians. Sir, ma'am, I have no idea. Yeah, you've been here before. Exactly. I am someone well known from Alberta, so God, yes, you go fuck yourself, hey? Oh, that's cool. Ghost walks. That is very cool. God help you, missing dickbag. Hey, I sent him a link. I don't know if he'll come up. He might come up. We're like a team now. Wherever I go, he goes. 5 people wounded in Virginia State University shooting. Well, that's lovely. Every week, right? We always got one of these. It wouldn't be a week without disco. Police say 19-year-old arrested in connection with Virginia State University shooting. 5 people injured, including 1 in critical condition. That sucks. Cameron Harris of Henrico, Virginia, is not a student on campus, nor were four of the people injured. Chesterfield County Police said in a statement. They ranged from age 17 to 23. One of the injured, a 20-year-old, is a student and has now been released from the hospital, authorities say. The victims' names have not been released. No information about possible motive. Felony warrants for Harris, including malicious wounding. Did they not catch him? Oh, yeah, he's arrested. Okay. Wow, that sucks. Right at the beginning of school. Well, this is sort of semi-true, Ghost Walks. I mean, uh, we do have some very liberal 1A people in here. Or not 1A, Second Amendment people. Sorry. Like the owner of this channel is a bleeding heart liberal, leftist, I should say. And she loves her guns. And, there's arguments to be made about everything. I don't want to get into the gun argument, but I have my opinions and all the A's. You see, Double M's is gonna give you a talking to now, okay? And that's okay. I'm a conservative Canadian who owns firearms and happy with Carney. Figure that out. Figure that out? I don't want to do that, dude. Come on. Don't be weird like that. Hey, there's a lot of conservatives who are okay with Carney. And you want to know why? Because Carney is probably the best conservative prime minister we've ever had in this country. And I'm on Carney's side. I think he's exactly what this country needs right now. I could go on and on and on. He is he knows what he's doing. He's a technocrat, not a politician, and you're not going to throw that guy off when it comes to the economy or anything like that. He knows exactly what's happening. So yeah, he's doing an amazing job. I agree. I'm glad to hear that you're a conservative who can see that and admit that, because I literally, Justin Trudeau, I was like, I will never vote for the Liberal Party again. I am done with the Liberal Party, because, and it wasn't just Trudeau, it was the party as a whole. I'm just like, I'm sick of this. They don't do anything either. And I'm not going to vote for the Conservatives with the leadership that they have right now. And then lo and behold, and here's the thing, I spoke about this a while ago, but I thought before Trudeau was nominated to become prime minister back in whatever that was, when he first got into the game, there was talks about Carney already, but he was still in Europe as a part of the Bank of England. And it just didn't seem feasible. And when his name was brought up, I was like, that guy could absolutely make a great prime minister. But it was just kind of like a weird talk and thought at the time. And as soon as I heard that he was going to be taking over for Trudeau, I was like, wow, like this is unbelievable. And like I said, I think he's the best conservative prime minister we've had in this country in a long time. Because, yeah, that's what I'll leave it at that. We need leaders working for the betterment of society. All the party stuff is bunk. It's true. But we do have parties. I love Carney's best subterranean engineer ever. He he's one of the top world economists out there. Like, he knows, he's been around, he's sat at tables with so many of these world leaders. He walks into a room and people light up because they want to talk to him. They want his advice for their own country, even, and like what's happening with the economy worldwide and stuff like that. He's kind of a superstar when he's out there, and he's putting Canada on the world stage again, and he's standing up to the United States, and I'm here for it. It's been a long time coming, as the Tragically Hip would say. Um, we're getting off very Canadian. It will take a long time for anyone to overcome the hatred towards Trudeau in Alberta, but Carney is making good on his promises. Yeah, totally. I think people should just get over it and forget about Trudeau. Not because, just because it doesn't do anything, and I understand. I get the whole thing, but just like, it's pointless to continue hating on this dipshit. He's gone. Let him go bang Katy Perry and forget about him. Like, it was all just it was just bad. It was just bad for everybody. I didn't even think he was the worst prime minister in the world. He just didn't do anything. I think he was fine through COVID. I'm not even going to get into it all. It doesn't really even want to it doesn't even matter really. I want to bang Katie too. Well, there you go. You can be a little bit jealous of him. Okay. Sorry about the shooting, America, but it's kind of a given every time I do this. There's going to be one from the day before. Right? There's going to be one out there. Hurricane Layla brings strong winds and heavy rain to Hawaii. Well, that sucks. One dead, thousands without power. Ugh. Looks pretty rough. That sucks. It is Hawaii, but it's getting worse every year. At least 6 dead in Indiana storm and flooding. And this is like right now, pretty much. Let's see. I want to see. Am I going to get ads? Don't give me ads. National Weather Service reports that more than 11 inches of rain fell over a 2-day period in some areas. That sucks. At least 5 people are dead. Oof, yeah. Flash flood warnings. It's devastating, man. It's really, really crappy. It puts so much heavy pressure on municipal governments and everything like that. And, I'm sure the feds will be in there maybe, but like, I don't know what's going on. Republican Mike Braum, Indiana's Republican governor, confirmed on Saturday night that Donald Trump intended to approve his request for federal resources to help in response to the flooding and recovery. Trump has approved a higher percentage of aid requests for Republican-led states than for Democrat-led states in the second term, according to research from the nonpartisan Urban Institute. Well, that's not surprising me. That's just no good. Sorry about that, Indiana. Did it come and take Ryder away? I'm kidding. I don't want anybody to get hurt. That sucks. Yeah, totally. Oh, we got an Indiana resident right here. I hope you're doing okay, Joey. Hope that stuff is not totally affecting you and your family directly. I mean, Braun is a shitbag, and so is our current federal government. So it's a shit show currently. Yeah, that sucks. That sucks, man. I do hope you're okay though. Out of the way of it, anyways, not in the middle of it. If you are affected by it, that sucks. I'm sorry that's happening. Okay, what else? Oh, we got some Israeli news. Why has Israel escalated attacks in southern Lebanon despite ceasefire? Well, because that's what they do. And you live in the south of all this, but we have work up north in one of the cities affected. Oh, see, that sucks. It's like, even if it's not directly affecting you, like the flood itself, it still affects you, right? Because it shuts things down, it makes things harder. You're banned, Lola. That's what you missed. So enjoy. Maybe next week. When it comes to Israel, I'm gonna skip it, and not because I don't want to talk about Israel. I've talked to the double M's about this, and I do want to do some stuff about this at some point. Um, it's just it affects me, and when I say affects me, I mean it mentally affects me. It's something that I used to deep dive on for a long time, and yeah, it's something I have to prepare myself for if I'm going to talk about it because it can make me extremely emotional and extremely upset. And so I'm going to skip that news article for now. But I will touch on some of this stuff at some point. I think. Maybe. We'll see. U.S. envoy Jared Kushner pushes Gaza peace plan in Cairo. Oh, I'm sure he does. And I really, really want to read this. Jared Kushner. Yeah. He's the guy. He's the envoy, right? Oh, goody. Good, 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 good. Just say the bad word, Spider. Do it. Hey, I'm I'm a non-practicing Jew, and I've been um, anti-Zionist for at least 30 years, and probably before that. But once I deconstructed from Judaism completely, as I went through that process, I became more and more anti-Zionist, and I am all for the Israeli people and Jewish people and whatever peace and all of that stuff. Um, the Zionist movement politically is bad in my mind. It's bad for everybody. Israelis. It's bad for Judaism. It has nothing to do with Judaism. And that's why I can get very emotional and very upset about this. So I don't. That's the thing. I'm an atheistic Jew over here. I'm Jewish by like blood and all that only. I'm not theistic. I do not believe in a higher power, and except bacon. Bacon is my higher power. This is an anti-Zionist channel from the owner of it, and I'm okay with that. Also, pro Rebel Alliance. Yeah, damn right. Sometimes, I mean, the Empire's kind of like got some really cool outfits. You know what I mean? It's kind of like Hugo Boss level cool, right? If you know, you know. Bacon equal not Jewish. Sorry, but yeah. Well, no, not a practicing Jew. I'm pro-Ionist. You can take the Yahweh out of me, but you can't take the Ashkenazi. Not the Trump Empire. Damn it, Spider. Okay, enough of Jared Kushner. At least 51 dead after a magnitude 7.7 Indonesia quake. Well, that sucks too. Rescuers dig through the rubble and landslides. Yeah. They're just always getting hit. The other thing about Indonesia is the water's rising there, especially in the Philippines. And it's causing a lot of havoc. I cannot talk about the most Jewish friends and family. This is true, GMK. Andor is like a fashion show. I know, right? It's damn cool. This is one of the hard things for a lot of Jews, especially in North America, you know, or in the world, people outside of Israel, and even in Israel. I mean, it's hard. There's a lot of separation. There's a lot of people who don't agree with family members on things, and it creates a lot of hard strife and hardening of the hearts and all of that. I think we just have to stick with the facts and stay true to what we believe. Really, you know, I don't care. It's not about the religion. It's about the things being done, right? And if you see something being done that's you don't agree with, you have every right and should speak up about it. And we should know better as Jews. We should know better as Jews. Um, I fully accept the idea that the Israeli people should be able to live. All of the Israeli people, whether you're Jewish or Arab or whatever, You should be able to live in peace without threats of attacks and all of that. It's a country. Is now it is what it is. We're not going back. It's not like Israel is going to cease to exist, and it shouldn't have to. But um, uh, there needs to be a government change there, and that's the big problem. It's near next to impossible right now to remove Netanyahu and the Likud party and all of that stuff. And I could go on and on and on and on, and I'm not going to. I'm a little bit of a pianist, a little bit. I trust any Jew who's not a doctor or a lawyer. They're just weird. Well, there's a lot you don't trust then. I could go look up the 5,000-year history behind the Israeli-Palestinian conflict if you really want to know about both sides. Not on stream, though. It's okay, Ghost Walks. I've done my deep dives as well. I mean, I was a practicing Jew up until my 20s. I wasn't hardcore about it. My family wasn't super Orthodox or conservative about it. But, we celebrated the holidays and stuff like that. And yeah, I did my deep dive. I know all about the history, and not beyond the religious rhetoric and mythology of certain things. Yeah, so I appreciate the offer, but it's okay. What do we got here? We got a firefighter in Belgium. In Greece, a firefighter. We got firefighters but battling massive wildfires in Belgium and Greece. 2 die on the island. Elderly couples. That sucks. Greece can't get a break. That sucks. Former Cambridge professor Jason Arde dies amid plagiarism row. UK leaves call for reflection. Oh God! What did he unalive himself because of it? What's going on with that? I mean, after plagiarism accused was it because was found dead inside an address in South London on Friday. He resigned last week as professor of sociology of education after coming under intense media scrutiny with weeks of news headlines alleging plagiarism in his academic work and questions surrounding claims about his athletic and fundraising accomplishments. Well, that sucks. Yikes. That really sucks. If he unalived himself because of all that, that's not very good mental health, that's for sure. Ugh. 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 Oh, sorry, I was reading it. You couldn't even see it because I was didn't have the screen shared. My apologies. My apologies. Okay, well that sucks. The Ukraine steps up drone attacks against Russia. Moscow strikes Kiev. That sucks. Oh, this is one of the stories I wanted to look into. Let's look at that right now, but I'll put it on this right here. Share this tab. Democrats demand answers from Trump on the USS Abraham Lincoln conditions. I started reading about this. I read about it because I saw the headline about a sailor jumping off a few weeks ago or something like that. Yeah, this is true. I know. I'm so dumb that I'll just say it because it's I forget. He did from shame that wasn't his. It's all tragic, very tragic. I know it's a very long argument. It's very complex, but currently, the Zionist government that is controlling the military in Israel is 100% irrational and to blame for so much of what's going on. I'm not going to say the G word, but because I don't know what that does to channels at this point. But it's something I absolutely believe is happening, and I'll leave it at that. I'm moving on to this. Um, and that word wasn't gay. Democrats demand answers. Senator Ruben Gallego calls carrier months long uh, deployment a deep problem as well-being concerns. I can't read. Well-being concerns mount. Democrats on Sunday intensified their demands for answers from the Trump administration over conditions aboard the USS Abraham Lincoln as the aircraft carrier's nearly 9-month deployment continued fueling concerns over crew morale, mental health, and living conditions. Gallego, a Democratic senator from Arizona, hey, double M's, you got one of them there? You got one of them Democratic senators? Said on Sunday that problems aboard the Lincoln had kept mounting, and he blamed the carrier's prolonged deployment, for the unresolved war that Donald Trump started in February with Iran, as well as lackluster leadership in general from the Republican president's administrations. Gallego. Gallego. I was just speaking to a Lincoln crew member's spouse about 3 days ago, and this is the current problem right now. The deep problem here is that the administration did not plan for this war, did not plan how to get out of this war, and did not really understand this war was going to escalate. Well, I think they did, but they didn't care. Gallego, a retired Marine himself, also warned that comments from Defense Secretary Pete Hegseth and Trump dismissing Lincoln concerns could discourage service members from staying in the military. Yeah, no doubt. I'm gonna move forward here. Hegseth has rejected those reports as completely misrepresented. Trump, meanwhile, has minimized the duration of the deployment, saying, not nearly long enough. Oh, of course. Of course. Of course. Yeah. There's nothing really else good here to read. It's very concerning. Oh, I do want to read that. What's this guy's name here? Cooper, who oversees the war with Iran, made the visit during the 10-day trip that also took him to Bahrain, Iraq, Israel, Jordan, Saudi Arabia, and the United Arab Emirates. His statement said that statement came one day after Trump downplayed concerns about what the Lincoln crew was enduring. What was the statement? History will record this deployment as one of the most operationally intense and consequential of the modern era. Yeah, lovely. Like that means anything or helps anybody on the boat, right? It's not a boat, it's a ship. K-Fire drives the boat, doesn't he? This is true. This is true. This is just, I mean, from the party that claims it supports the troops more than any party supports the troops, and then when the stuff happens, toot Lola. When the stuff goes down and the wars start, you find out differently. It happens, doesn't matter which side is doing it. The same thing plays out. The service members and the soldiers always get the short end of the stick. Rah, rah, rah. America, right? Until you got to take care of your own. It sucks. You see it time and time again. I'm 51 years old. I've seen it time and time again. I'm sure most of you here have too. Ruben is a good guy. Is he? I hope he is. That's good. So there's that. We got a bus crash in Hungary. That sucks. A super El Nino. What does this mean for BC? Huh. This Canadian news right there. Columbia earthquake. Oh, vaccines. Trump on the Strait of Hormuz. Okay, I'm getting sick of this news. Oh yeah, what's happening with this guy? Is he going to get off? Everybody says this guy's going to get off. Defense argues New York cannot try Mangione over the same act or offense as the federal case in killing of Brian Thompson. His plea to federal stalking charges in the United Healthcare CEO Brian Thompson's death has spurred questions about the fate of the separate Manhattan murder case against him, with experts saying New York's double jeopardy law could derail that trial. Yeah, this is all going well, right? This is all going well. I crashed a bus because I was hungry. Good joke. They had been warned by many previous administrations not to attack Iran directly. DT walked right into this because he's done. Oh yeah, for sure. If Israel has been pushing for the attack on Iran for more than 30 years now, and Trump was the perfect little puppet for Netanyahu to get it done. I'm surprised he didn't get it done in the first administration, but the plan was probably always like Trump would do it in his second. He didn't get elected right away, but then he got elected his second shot, and yeah. Oh, completely. None of they're just jokes. They're all jokes. After the Holocaust, the Jews had a righteous cause to have their own country, but being righteous doesn't mean creating Israel wasn't a mistake. We would have been better with Montana. Yeah, I mean, there's a whole lot to be said about all of it. I think the problem was in the creation of the state of Israel was that the powers that be that were helping it come to be had their own plans for it. There's so many cooks in the kitchen. You're trying to accommodate religious fundamentalists and political ideologists all at the same time is just a bad mixture. Bad mixture. I speak and spell because I went to school. They make fun of me. I'm a dipshit. I'm sorry. This is the Pro Spelling Correctly channel. Oh, you guys mad at each other in chat about stuff? Okay, enough of Google News. God damn it. Enough of Google News. Let's move on to an update. How about we move on to an update? The update. If you remember, Double M's did a video about Katie Fang and the whole Epstein files thing. If you haven't seen the video, go check it out. Not mad at all. I think Ghost Walks is passionate. I get this feeling that they're passionate about what they say, and they're going to say what they say, and that's okay. We respect that here. We respect that. Love Katie. Yeah, Katie is bringing it, and so is Judge Sullivan. Judge raised a specter of contempt in Epstein files case. That's not a threat. That's a promise, Judge Sullivan said. During a blistering hearing on Thursday, a federal judge skewered the Trump Justice Department's justifications for withholding the Epstein files and warned that he has a history of holding government attorneys in contempt. Senior U.S. District Judge Emmett Sullivan, who was covered in the video there, described himself as reluctant to do so, but willing to if necessary. This isn't a threat. That's a promise. Attorneys for journalist Katie Fang, who filed the lawsuit demanding the disclosure of the documents, requested a finding of contempt if the government continues to stonewall the release of the or unredact the Epstein files. Sullivan made his mission clear. I'm here to ensure compliance with the law that Congress passed and the president enacted. Throughout the hearing, Sullivan tried to pin down the government on when the documents at issue would be released, including publishing any written justifications for withholding any of the files on the Federal Register. The government, represented by senior Justice Department lawyer Andrew Block, repeatedly refused to provide even a broad outline of when those justifications would be published. Sullivan, audibly frustrated, replied, "The public demands a time frame, not just me." They did not comply. I'm looking at some chats here. Boop, 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 boop. This is true. I did the video, she did the audio. I'm ashamed to say that my first thoughts about Katie Fang is that she's hot. I know she's also smart and married, but damn, she is a cutie, isn't she? She's totally a cutie. Double M's agrees with you. I'm a curmudgeon, but makes me look like Santa Claus. Moxley ain't beating nobody around here when it comes to curmudgeonry. Come on. I'm going to jump ahead. I really mean it this time. Time and time again, the government attorney invoked protecting the privacy of Epstein victims to justify withholding information. The relief that they are seeing and the order they are seeking would unmask victims, Block claimed. Okay, whatever. Attorney Emily Gilman, who's representing Fang on behalf of the Public Integrity Project, said that the plaintiff's team shares the concern of protecting genuine victims' information, but doesn't trust that is actually the government's goal. Of course it's not. They just don't want to produce those documents. The government's attorneys emphatically denied that, adding that he could be more candid in speaking to the judge in private. Sullivan then explained why he convened the hearing to the public rather than sealed. The public has a right to know what the hell is going on in this case. The victims have a right to know. Yeah, Katie wanted stuff. Da 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 da. At one point, Block suggested that the judge could issue an order clearly directing what the government must do. I've done that, Sullivan shot back. Do you want me to issue another order and say, I really mean it this time? After a lengthy recess, Sullivan addressed the plaintiff's motion to hold the government in contempt and pointed out his history of famously holding prosecutors in contempt in the case of the late Senator Ted Stevens of Alaska, one of the prosecutors who was under investigation for failing to disclose exculpatory evidence, died by suicide in 2010. I'm probably the only judge in this circuit who has held the Justice Department in civil contempt, Sullivan said, adding that he has no desire to go down that road again. Okay, well, do it. I'd say do it. I mean, they don't seem like they want to play ball, so do it. Do it. Do it. That's my Emperor Palpatine. Do it. Do it. Be right back. Need to get a drink, probably a snack. Somebody was eating bagel chips in there, and it wasn't a slur about Jews. Bagel chips are delicious. No Star Wars. Hey, you don't get to tell me what to do, dickbag. If you want to tell me what to do, you got to get up here and bitch about the world with me. Those bagel chips are great, are they not? They are. Yeah, the all dressed ones, you get those. I mean, so many companies that make them now, but all dressed bagel chips, so delicious. Yeah, Muxter misses you. He always misses you. You can't eat salted sugar anymore. Uh-oh. Yeah, I'm sorry about that. I'm sorry. I still can for now. I'm doing pretty good. I keep it semi under control. Sugar, I'm pretty bad with, but yeah. It's hard. Everything in this world is sugar, salt, and oil. Delicious. It's also delicious. Hey, you know what we're going to talk about? We're going to talk about this because Double M's wants to talk about it because, yeah. And I mean, I want to talk about it too, but, she was the one that brought it up. Boo, Miss Universe Canada says, "I'll go away, ad." Oh, Double M's is up. Hey, how's it going?
Well, hell yeah, I'm going to talk about this.
You
But
were a
you go
little
right
low.
ahead first.
Okay, I will. The headline is Miss Universe Canada says she's receiving death threats after decision to go off script during pageant. Now, I'm not going to read the article. I'm just going to talk about it. Her name is Ashley Collingbull. If you don't know, she's last year's, I guess, Miss Universe
No,
Canada. No.
2023 or 24.
Oh, okay, okay. So I didn't know that. But
Yeah, she was the first native to win it.
right, right, very, very cool. First Indigenous woman to win it.
Very hot.
She's very hot. Look at her. Look at her.
Holy shit. Scroll down.
Oh,
There you go.
holy smoly! Calm down, boys. Calm down.
Mm-hmm. Not only that, she won it while she was married. Yeah, what the hell is this, dick bag?
Yeah, just saying hi.
You're like a laced potato chip. We can't have you here just once. Just for 1 minute.
No more bacon for me. I might as well be Jewish too. Well, welcome to the club. 7 out of 10, Ghost Walk said. Okay, well, So, anyways, Ashley was doing her due diligence and looking at what had been going on with the pageant because she has hosting duties, and she noticed that two of the contestants had, I guess, dressed in indigenous style clothing. I did see the pictures. I don't have them here. They're very. It's indigenous. It's pretty much look at me. I'm an Eskimo or whatever kind of thing. And I say Eskimo being sarcastic about it because we don't
they're
call them
Inuit.
we don't call them Eskimos because they're not Eskimos. But I'm using that term to make light of the not you get what I'm saying. It's like they're not Eskimos, and you shouldn't be doing what you're doing, like wearing indigenous costumes, And so during her time on stage, the pageant was going on. They had a little teleprompter problem for a moment, and she decided to take the time to bring up the fact that hey, it's 2026, and well, I guess I will go to the article and find exactly what she said, so
Yeah.
I won't misrepresent.
Well, what she had done was because she was her time to host was coming up because she didn't host the whole thing. She hosted
Yeah,
a
right.
section of it. She watched video of previous parts of the competition so that she knew what was going on. And that's when she saw that in the costume portion of this contest, two of the women had dressed up as Timu Indians.
Mm-hmm.
And it's not that all of the costume was offensive.
No.
But parts of it were. And mainly the headdress that one of them wore, because in Plains Indian culture,
Mm-hmm.
And I have to preface that by saying Plains because Pacific Coast Indians and Eastern Indians, where I descend from, we didn't wear headdresses. Okay.
Mm-hmm.
So
mm-hmm.
she was pointing out, now her people did. So she had every right to say what she did. Basically, wearing a headdress like that is taking a medal of valor and wearing it when you didn't earn it. Every one of those feathers on a headdress, something occurred for that warrior to earn that feather.
Correct.
So for a woman to come out and sexualize something, basically commit stolen valor,
In essence, yeah.
um, that was what Ashley, when the teleprompter went down, she was mulling over, do I say anything? She
Yeah.
was in a damned if I do, damned if I don't situation, and she took the opportunity to
Yeah, for sure.
educate, which is what she does. Anyway.
Yeah.
So yeah. Anyway, go ahead, please.
Yeah, the whole thing isn't here, but essentially it says she seized the moment during her statement. Collingbull said, in part, "It's 2026. We should know better, but most importantly, a part of reconciliation is that we educate and learn and understand and move on from these things in a good way." So, I totally commend her for doing it. I think it needs to be addressed and called out. But then, exactly as she's saying, let's educate, learn, and we'll move on from it. We don't
Hang on
have
a second.
to
I want to
go.
bring up something important real quick here.
Sure.
Ocean. To be fair, my mom's best friends and all of her family are indigenous to Alaska. If you call her anything but Eskimo, she'll give you a piece of her mind. That is true for some people. They don't care. They really don't. My part of my family who is Aleut, they're Aleutian, from the Aleutian nations. Yeah, don't call them Eskimos. Holy crap, you're gonna get skinned and turned into mucklucks if you do.
Yeah.
The thing of it is, and I hate to call it PC because being PC got way overboard. But it's always good to ask.
Yeah, exactly. Right. Just,
Like
ask somebody.
a lot of Indians here are not offended to be called Indians. A lot of others are. And with the fracturing a lot of the nations, it does make it difficult. And also, to be fair, I do feel sorry for non-Indian people because they get stuck in an argument loop sometimes because they don't know. They don't mean to offend anyone, but some butthurt red snowflake jumps their ass, and I don't blame them for that either. But what she's saying, and this is common in a lot of Canada that's around a reserve, that every Halloween the schools send notes home with their kids saying, hey, don't dress in costumes that, could be offensive, such as don't dress up like Indians. So, this is 2026 now. Why is this still happening when this is something that has,
seriously, especially in a situation like this where it's like it's going to be a public thing. It's like, how do you not just know, like, don't do this? Like, pick something else, go a different direction. I mean, it's like, in essence, it would be like, a woman coming out dressed in a nun's habit and, like, in a sexual way. I'm sure Catholics or Christians would be like, hey, like, that's don't do
bullshit.
that. Yeah, it would have that effect. Like, it's the same thing. It's a part of a culture. It's not meant to be used as a prop, right?
Yeah, and
exactly. Ocean.
Yeah, that's the best way. It's the easiest way to get out from under.
And don't be afraid to ask. Most people want.
No, definitely don't be afraid to ask.
If somebody wants to be referred to in a certain way, they will like the fact that you asked. And if they don't care, they'll just tell you, "Oh, I don't care. Call me an Indian. I don't care. Call me whatever." Right?
Yes, they do. Of course
they do.
I got a good story bringing up Halloween costumes. I was on the way to a powwow in, of all places, Pittsburgh, if Muxter still hasn't dropped out yet. And we stopped in a grocery store parking lot to get drinks and snacks for the trip back to Cleveland. And there was like, oh God, I had a big ass like 79 Chevy Suburban, so it was packed full of Indians and regalia and feathers, and oh God, we were cram packed, and it was snowing on top of that. But anyway, we're in the parking lot, and I could tell that this nun was higher up because she was wearing the light blue habit. So she wasn't just a regular
separated
sister
from the bunch.
or whatever. Yeah. Anyway, and she, I swear she must have been at least 70 years old. Just this tiny little thing. She comes up to the van, and she has got, I can't believe it, Catholic tracts. I don't remember ever the Catholic Church doing that. And I'm a recovering Catholic. So, anyway, she started to, she's the nun on the wine bottle. So she started to talk to me, and I said, please, sister, I want to stop you right now. We're Native. I'm not interested. I used to be Catholic. I no longer am. I'm not interested. And she looked at me. She goes, "You don't look like an Indian." And teachable moment. I looked at her and I said, "You don't look like a nun," because she wasn't wearing the penguin suit, right? And she smiled, and she just said, "Good one." And I said, I just smiled back to her. I said, "Thank you." And that was it. That is how you handle a situation that could become incredibly offensive. Plus it was funny too, be able to tell her, "You don't look like a nun."
Yeah, totally.
I bet you she never did that again. Anyway, go ahead, because
oh yeah, no, I mean,
I have some more to tail in this with.
Yeah, she said, she also added, "I thought, wow, this is the creator's way of saying, Ashley, it's time to take the mic." And I know a lot of people after, even the contestants were like, "That's really brave of you." Yeah, totally. The unfortunate part is there are those people in Canada as well, and so she's receiving death threats, and I'm not surprised. We have dumbasses here too, so it's just unfortunate. But I'm sure she does go on to say that she just doesn't pay attention to any of it and lets it roll off her back. But just sucks that it has to go there.
Yeah. And to add to the hate, everyone's favorite hate monger, especially when it comes to costumes, Megyn Kelly had to weigh in. And did I give you that link?
You did. Do you want me to play it?
Yeah, go ahead. It's real short.
Yeah.
Yeah, go ahead, hon.
Let me pull it up here. Like, tell me this woman is not on Ozempic. Like, she was already like thin, but now she's like
Skeletor
looking. Okay, Megyn Kelly. You want me to just play it now? Yeah.
Yep.
Okay.
She went on. Her hijacking went on. I couldn't believe how long it was. It's too long for me to play the whole thing. We cut it down to 1 minute. Here is the 1 minute that we cut from what was like a 3-minute speech she gave. Watch.
I have the envelope, and we're going to call our top 20.
Before we do that, Sunny, I wanted to acknowledge something. If we can turn the music down just a little bit. So with Miss Universe Canada, me being the first Indigenous First Nations Miss Universe Canada, that was such a huge honor. I wanted to acknowledge this. During the national competition, the costume competition, there was cultural appropriation that was done towards Indigenous peoples. And with Sunny, he took action by listening to me. I feel that it's my responsibility to also give you an opportunity to say something to the Indigenous community, because yes, there was a statement, but and I'm sorry, it goes so far.
Yes. On
Stop it
behalf
right there.
of the University, it
Pause
was
it.
no intent to offend anybody, and if we did, we take full responsibility. We will learn from it. We will make it better. We will-
Pause it, Spider.
Oh, sorry.
Yeah. First of all, Miss Megan Hayton Kelly, this was discussed before she even went on stage. This issue of the cultural appropriation.
Yeah, they had discussed it.
This guy here, Sonny, they agreed. He agreed with it. And she did not take over the show. She was filling space because
Yeah.
the teleprompter was down.
Yeah.
So, but Megan Kelly, for whatever reason,
Oh,
poses as a strong woman, but yet when a strong woman of color stands
Mhm.
up for herself, holy cow, she's the butthurt snowflake of the conservative side.
humiliates co-host. Get out of here. Like, and you're lying. Like, you're literally lying about what took
Yeah.
place here. The story is out there. You can read about it, about the teleprompter, about all of it. Like,
Mhm.
so she would have known this, but they want to set a narrative for whatever reason. What does she care about what happens at this pageant? You know what I mean? Like, it's, I don't know. It's just so.
Yeah, because her agenda at this moment is hate.
Yeah.
And it's just like, and she earlier, there's a full show on this, by the way, if you dare want to regurgitate whatever you've eaten watching it. Megan Kelly has a long history of stuff about costumes, including her blackface comments at one point that were incredibly racist. And then her explosion over Santa Claus. You know, so I don't know what it is about this woman, but hatred is her superpower. And not doing the research is also her superpower.
Wow. Yeah. Not doing the research. She knows. She's not going, she's going to make it the narrative, whatever she wants it to be for whatever reason she believes she needs to be doing it. I mean, if you hear, people like her relatives and stuff, when they talk about her,
She's vile.
yeah, they say like she's always been like this. She's just been this vile person her whole life, which is pretty crazy if your own family is putting that out there.
All right, as far as the Fox News thing, I will unfortunately stand up for her on this. She was also part of, if I remember correctly, was essayed at Fox News.
Yeah.
But I do remember her speaking out about it, and time around that time, she was fired and picked up by NBC. So, but my whole thing is, here's a strong Indigenous woman educating people. Yeah. And, the atmosphere of stuff like this is so much more different in Canada than it is here.
True.
Canada, for all its warts, has made attempts to rectify this structural racism and ignorance about the Indigenous First Nations.
Yeah.
So it's got a long way to go. There's a lot of history there. But I'll tell you what, none of that's happening here in this country.
Yeah. It's unfortunate.
So yeah, and then I meant to send you the clip of that too. Oh wait, you have it. I think it was we would have had to get a clip out of it anyway, but then a woman, she's a regional director of this pageant. she had put up a video publicly to basically addressing Ashley and her concerns. And if I remember correctly, Sunny here asked her to not make that public. So she sent the video privately to Ashley. And it was so freaking stupid.
Yeah.
The toxicity of this woman. Ashley made it public. And just told her not cool. That's all she said about it.
Well, she said, didn't she say something that about the like a head? What's the difference between hair barrettes and a headdress?
She made a comparison to wearing a headdress. I don't remember verbatim, so wearing a headdress is really no different than wearing barrettes.
Yeah.
Really? Really? Oh my. Yeah, let's all just walk around sporting purple hearts and the bronze star and stuff like that because we want to honor our military.
Yeah.
These two women, and I'm hoping blonde has nothing to do with it, but are incredibly purposely ignorant.
Yeah.
Of this.
So, a lot of them out there.
I also am quite active on Do Dissonance in their chat. And one of the guys had made some kind of a comment about he wanted the Washington team's name to go back because he doesn't like the Washington Commanders. And in a way, I kind of agree with him. But where I had to draw the line is, hey, I'm okay with them bringing back that team name. It's our N word, but I'm only okay with it if we get to name other team names disparaging terms. And so he was like, okay, that was fair. Because people just don't know. And you're either gonna educate in a diplomatic way, or you're gonna get these fucking idiots like Megyn Kelly, because hate is her brand and people, swing from her pube hairs because of it.
I just find it so weird that people are obsessed with they don't want to see the stereotype go away because why? Like, you know what I mean? Like the Indian like going ooh and holding a bow and arrow with feathers, like, like it's just it's been so ingrained within culture for so long, and it's completely racist, but it's like they're so scared of that going away. It's somehow it takes a piece of them away. Like I guess I'm not a racist, so I don't understand. Like I don't, stereotypes like that just don't mean anything to me. I understand what they are. So I'm smart enough to go, hey, that's shitty. Let's not do that. But like some people just are so afraid of things going away because then they won't be able to continue on with the stereotypes. It's just doesn't make sense to me. It's so dumb. It's like,
well, and she's stuck in this character of herself now because if she wasn't angry and vile, she'd lose viewers. So now, because when stuff like this pops up or whatever, she has appointed herself the moral majority of culture, and it brings her viewers in. She's doing it for clicks and views. Besides the fact that she's a hateful person anyway.
That too. Yeah.
Anyway, that's all I had to say about that.
No, that's awesome. I'm glad you came up because close to your heart, I'm sure, all of it.
Very much so.
And it's good to get your opinion on it. I knew it was. That's why I was going to talk about it, whether you came up or not. And she's gone just like that. Oh yeah, I wanted to mention this. Really, the only thing I have to say about this topic is Americans need to know. I was saying this to Double M's a dickbag the other night after my show, but Americans need to realize that, let's just say, US troops boots were to hit the ground in Greenland. Within 24 hours of something like that happening, the US passport would become pretty much obsolete around the world. Maybe not everywhere, but Europe, but pretty much the whole West, Canada, Europe, like, your passport's going to become null and void. You're not going to be able to go to other countries as that happens. And that's very unfortunate for the American people, but it's going to be send a message, right? It will absolutely happen. Just realize that. Not that limited edition Trump passport. Yeah, right. But trust me, if something like that were to happen, or if this little game accelerates to a point where it's a clear infringement on the sovereignty of Greenland and Denmark, it could still happen. And think about that, because not only does it stop people from traveling to around the world to those places, it also instantly means that if you're in one of those countries, say you're on a visa, you're working or something like that, you're going to be asked to leave. You're going to be told to leave the country. Be quite the shakeup. The world would be a much different place the day after something like that happened. A lot more than just passports as well. I mean, the sanctions and everything else that would start to happen. But it's pretty yikes. I mean, I'm still optimistic that it's all bluster, really, at this point. They're playing little games, but where was that ocean one? I was going to get to it. Have you seen the videos of the Greenlanders trolling Rabbi Shmuley? If not, you need to. LOL. Oh, hilarious. I have not. I'm going to look that up right now. Oh, yes, I am. Oh, yes, I am. Let me look at some of the comments here. Yeah, blatantly trying to provoke a fight with NATO. It's pretty silly. It's, NATO's not going to fight you, America, but I mean, it would, it's complicated, because NATO would fight America if America made the first move on something. There could be something that could take place because NATO is going to defend NATO countries, but it's likely all going to be economic, and like this, this little game with this oil company and stuff like that. It's likely going to play out like that. Americans so need to travel. Who was getting trolled? Donald Trump? Oh, Shmuley, yeah. Americans do need to travel. I agree with that removed comment. Yeah, okay. Wait, I thought it was Iceland. No, it's Greenland. Ah, yeah, right. Oh, sorry. Yeah. I learned more about the world by living abroad than I ever did in any school. Travel longer than 2 weeks is important if you want to understand the world. Yeah, I agree. Traveling is a really important thing. You need to go places and see how other people are living. It's way too easy in the West, especially in North America, to just have blinders on and think like, this is the world, this is how we live. We go to the grocery store, we go to the mall, we do this, we do that. We travel on the highway, we all the things, just the way we do stuff here. And then you go to another country and you realize like, oh, it's actually different, like a lot different. Like, and people think differently, and people aren't living their lives on a day-to-day basis, like having like, you know, the media or consumerism shoved down their throat or whatever. It depends on where you go. But you just get to realize that the world is a different place, and there's a lot of poverty. That's what you realize when you travel the world, that there are a lot of impoverished people. And when you look at what happens, look, we have homeless people here in North America, and then there's a lot of problems. But when you see some of the poverty around the world, it's stark contrast. Is like, wow, we are so lucky. How do we even have poor people here? That's what you start to realize, because yeah, the contrast is very stark. Not to pull out the World War II comparison, but there's plenty of evidence that granting concessions does not soothe the baby. This is true, absolutely, and I think that's where we are in Canada right now with this trade stuff. Canada is just not going to look. If the Trump administration had not been the Trump administration, had there been another president, there's a very good chance that Canada would still be going along with Kuzma and the way things have been in the past. The Trump administration has changed the game and has changed the course for America on how it's dealing with foreign policy and trade and everything like that. And it's not going to work for Canada. And Canada is standing. And I mean, like we said at the beginning of the show, Mark Carney is not a fool, and he knows what he's doing. And I think he's the best thing, not only for Canada, but for the world right now, because he's standing up to the Trump administration. He's in a position with the intellect and knowledge, the economic knowledge to do so. He knows what's right for Canada, and he knows what's right for the world, because he's been playing banker of the world for more than 30 years. Like, the guy is not a pushover. He looks small and he smiles a lot because he's a friendly guy. He absolutely seems like a friendly guy. Yeah, no, don't give concessions to bullies. I want to read this. I didn't read this one. Example, I lived in Europe in the 90s. They had texting, rapid rail transit, internet on their television, etc. North America had bag phones. Right. Totally. Yeah, there's a lot of times where things are ahead technologically when you go to certain European countries and places like that. Not that you need my approval, but I'm proud of what Canadians have done, especially as our top hat. Yeah, well, you guys are our underwear, and your dick's hanging out, Florida. Thank you. And you look, I'm absolutely proud of this country right now, because it's been a long time coming. Canada has needed to step up for a while, and for the longest time we've had prime minister after prime minister that just wants to play nice. And there was a reason to play nice, because for the most part America was playing nice. We knew that there was a symbiotic relationship happening with the auto industries and the lumber, all the stuff. And that's fine. Like, let's work together. We're living on the same continent. But I'm sorry to say, but Canada has a lot more when it comes to resources. We have a hell of a lot more than what America has. America is not an energy independent nation, regardless of what they tell you. Most of your oil needs to be purchased from someplace else. Canada has oil. We are an energy independent nation, and we are going to become more of one as time goes on. So, and in this world right now, with the way technology is advancing, critical minerals are more important than ever. And countries around the world, China, you know, being the one of the number one big ones, are desperate for critical minerals. They need them. Technology needs them. Any of the people who build technology need them. China, it's like, you know, technology, you know, computers, all that stuff. In America, it's the war machine. I mean, your military industrial complex literally is what runs your country when it comes to like money. It's your like your breadwinner. And critical minerals are very important. Steel, nickel, lithium, all those things, very, very important. Canada's emerged as a global evil, I said, global evil, global leader, even to our own surprise. We're all amazed. Yeah, we are. I think it caught us off guard. 60% of America's oil comes from Canada. This is true. I think it caught us off guard is what happened, is because for the longest time we've been sort of complacent and subdued by our own leaders even. And then Trump is literally putting us in a position of like, oh, holy crap. Like our eyes are being opened to how quickly the world is changing because of literally America's policies changing. And yeah, it's pretty cool. It's pretty cool. The world wants to trade with Canada. And of course they do. They want good deals on the resources that we're going to be selling. This reminds me of the scene in Love Actually, where Hugh Grant's character stands up to the U.S. president, played by Billy Bob Thornton, saying, "It's a bad relationship." Yeah. Part of the problem is that the U.S. was part of the problem in the U.S. was they closed the critical mineral mines before the demand, and now the EPA won't let them reopen. That's a part of an issue, but you also just don't have as much like the critical minerals that are in the strait in northern Canada, the one that America would very much like to control, but you know, we're not going to let them. There's over $1 trillion estimated to be there in all kinds of minerals. So we have a lot. We have a lot, and the world knows it. And we're in a precarious position at this point because all eyes are on Canada. And that's why Mark Carney understands that we need to spend more on our defense. And we're bumping it up to almost 5% from less than 2% before. We're about to jump into the ring with the other war makers, defense makers on the planet. And the United States, the Pentagon doesn't like this because we're making deals with South Korea and Germany and other countries, Australia, for military hardware that always used to be contracts that would go to the United States. And these are contracts that the military industrial complex isn't getting now in the United States. And it has them worried and uneasy because, like I said, it is the United States bread and butter. At the end of the day, military weaponry is what brings the money home in investment and all of that stuff. And China and those electric cars. Yeah. The U.S. drills for the light sweet crude, but only has refineries for heavy sour, which is what Canada and Venezuela produce. Yes, exactly. This is true. And it takes time to retrofit everything. I already felt bad about those kids after us before this mess. I'm hoping ultimately it will be a much needed reset. I'm not sure what you're talking about there. I missed something. Yeah, here's Cap with his thing with the BYD electrics. Yeah, you're about to find out, dude. They're coming. Don't believe all the propaganda, dude. But we can agree to disagree. The U.S. won't get too upset unless you nationalize natural resources. Yeah. Yeah. Yep. What else do I got here? Do I have anything else? Oh, we have memes. We have memes to do. Unless anybody has anything else they want to yap about. Cap's going to yap about the electric cars a little bit more. You want to do that? You want to have a fight about electric cars from China? I'm kidding. Electric cars came before steam and gasoline powered vehicles. It's old technology. Yeah, well, it's more advanced now, and
Well,
it's China has been working on more advanced um, manufacturing processes and all of that. So that's why their cars are cheap
in
and they're coming. Like they are coming. Canada will be building them before you know it. So
I'm gonna stand up for BYD on this one because BYD had an agreement with the US
they did.
and they purposely addressed the concerns that the US had regarding their safety and batteries and some other stuff. So BYD went and did all of that. However, we had the laws put in place that said, no, we can't buy stuff direct from China. There was something about cars direct from China. So some of the lawmakers figured out, well, if you go through Mexico and they're built in Mexico and then brought up here, we could get around that. So that's what BYD was poised to do. They got the agreements with Mexico. They set up to have factories start being built and whatnot. And then what do you know? Other lawmakers stepped in and said, oh, wait a minute, we can't do that because they'll be taking away American jobs and American profits from American vehicles, and splat like that. I would say that BYD is probably better than Tesla because Tesla is a throwaway car.
Well, and the problem with Tesla is I won't drive a fascist mobile.
Well, for me, it's strictly on how the car is built.
Yeah, I just I refuse.
It took a guy
happen.
buying a Tesla and Tesla refusing to give him a new key because he wasn't the original owner. He embarrassed the hell out of Tesla by taking a Chevy 350 and putting in that car, and then people would freak out because he's putting gas in his Tesla. He was finally begrudgingly allowed to buy parts, and he is now building a shop that is repairs Teslas. So now Tesla owners are coming to him to yeah.
Good job, Cap. I love it.
Hi, Mugger.
I love it.
Hi, Mugger. But yeah, so I am definitely defending BYD on this one. And to me it's crooked economics. If our country had economics that were more favorable to the consumer, and that includes the wages you're paid as a consumer, because remember, we're not the capitalists. Okay, we're the consumers. You guys, for those of you who think us little people are the capitalists, you need to get over that. If things were more favorable and more fair, we wouldn't, there's always, anytime it's going to be made fair for the regular people, there's going to be some business owner, some corporation that says, oh, but we're going to go broke. We can't afford this, even though they're making billions in profits. Because, we got to make our investors, our stockholders happy. Screw you. Make your employees the stockholders. Wow. Yeah. Wouldn't that be fair? So, yeah. Anyway, that's my rant.
It's awesome. Thank you for coming up. I'm looking for Guy Trolls Rabbi Shmuley in Iceland. Is that it? Shmuley claims he was assaulted in Iceland. Guy Trolls Rabbi Shmuley? Is it that one? Yes? Okay. The guy one? Okay, cool. Like it's not very long. Oh, this is somebody covering it. Here, well, I don't know, I'll play it. We'll see what. Have a looky. You tell me if this is what you saw. There we go. Pull that up.
Rabbi Shmuley, it's great.
Excuse me.
Sorry, I'm not from here.
This guy tricks Rabbi Shmuley, it's great.
Excuse me.
Sorry, I'm not from here, and I have no idea.
No, are you Rabbi Shmuley?
I am. How'd you know that?
I'm a huge fan, man.
That's amazing.
Can I just get?
Can you wait 1 second? Because I'm on a call with an attorney. Just 1 second.
Okay. Can I just? I'm just on a video, like already. Can I just do a shout out or something? Can I just?
But you gotta give me a second.
Okay, we're just walking by. We're just.
What do you want?
If I can get you,
I can do something. But
get you in a frame.
Okay.
Is it okay?
Yep.
Okay. Fuck Israel.
Okay.
Fuck Israel, man. Welcome to Iceland.
Check out my video yesterday where I break down the rest of the conversation because the rest of it is also on video and it's epic.
Ouch. Ouch. Owies. Ouchies. Gets kicked out of bar. Is that what this is? This is like 5 minutes. I don't want to watch 5 minutes. He was assaulted again in Israel. I'm not watching that. How about playing the victim in Iceland?
The one that you said you weren't going to play because he got assaulted in Israel or whatever.
Yeah.
That's not that one. This, saying he's been assaulted again, and that's the bar one. That's when he gets kicked out of the bar. That's the best part.
Okay, we'll play it.
Rabbi Shmuley is saying he's been assaulted again in Iceland.
This man is assaulting me. This man is assaulting me. This man is assaulting me. Call the police. Please call the police on him. He assaulted me. He must call the police, please. He attacked me 3 times. He attacked me 3 times. He attacked me 3 times. Please call the police. Fuck Israel. Fuck Israel. He assaulted me. We're gonna take him out too.
Rabbi Shmuley's having a pint there. He's holding his pint. The bar gets in on it. Okay.
We're gonna call the police on everybody. Can you please get the flashlight out of my face? Nobody feels safe with this.
Just relax.
He cannot assault me as an American citizen.
Nobody can assault.
He assaulted me.
Nobody can.
No.
He attacked me.
Nobody assaulted you.
Whoa, Rabbi Shmuley assaulted for 2nd time in Iceland, which is no longer safe for American or Jews. Geez, want to be melodramatic or hyperbolic or something? I would love to attack him 3 times. I guarantee he will not be talking shit when I'm done. Fair enough.
You're not welcome. I'm not welcome where?
Anyway, I just
Rabbi Shmuley is saying he's been assaulted again.
He assaulted me. Nobody can. No. He attacked me.
Nobody assaulted you.
You're not welcome. I'm not welcome where? Here. Here where? Do you own the bar? Relax. I can't believe this is allowed.
Okay, well, that's enough of that. Yeah. Fuck Rabbi Shmuley. That guy's a douchebag, man. I once got assaulted by a margarita. I liked it and had several more after. Yeah. You know what's great is those, what are they called? The bulldogs? Is that it? The margarita with the Corona in it? And you pull it back and like a little bit of the Corona comes out and you start drinking that. It's all bubbly margarita. Oh, God damn, those are good. I can't drink them anymore, but damn, they are good. So I don't have to ask who he is then. Rabbi Shmuley. He's a rabbi and he's a douchebag. He's very racist. He's a very racist rabbi. He's very obviously pro-Israel, but he's a Zionist, and he's just racist about all of it. He would happily just wipe out the Palestinian people. He has no problem with it. In his mind, an unalived Arab is a better Arab type thing. That's the type of guy he is. Very right wing, complete douchebag, and that's fine. People can have their opinions, but he is literally just a douchebag. Like, and he uses the media. He loves the celebrity of it, so he uses the media and the fact that he's a rabbi as a shield to, like, oh, you can't criticize me, I'm a rabbi, and all that stuff. It's like, screw you, dude. Yep, he gets exactly what he deserves. He does. The fact that people in like other countries know who he is, I find that pretty funny. His daughter's, yeah, this is the thing. They're always weird like this. Like, look, I have no problem with sex toys. You want to sell sex, whatever, I go nuts. But like, you take these like conservative moral stances and you throw them, you throw grenades at everybody with it, and criticize, and all of that type of thing. And then in the background, these people are always like their own little heathens, like, yeah, totally. No, that's the right chat. Exactly, Oshin. Is he actually involved with it, or is it just her, or whatever? I don't know. Yes, he's an actual rabbi. Yep, he's an actual rabbi. Don't go into that business with your own daughter. Yeah, that is a little bit weird, right? Definitely a little bit weird. You think he's involved too? Okay, well, yeah. Ugh. But that's these people. I mean, Trump, sexy daughter, right? He'll talk about it. Ugh. What's his face? Donald Trump Jr. recently did it about his daughter as well. Like father, like son. Say really weird things about your kids. So freaky weird. Yeah. And it's not surprising that Don Jr. would do that, because his own father does it. Like, this is normalized things for them. Ugh. What is wrong with you? We know what's wrong with you. Let's look at some memes, and then we'll get out of here. This is pretty good show. I had fun. Yeah, not with kids. Even if they're not kids, it's your daughter. Like, it's your daughter. Like, even if she's grown, don't do that. Like, just don't do that. Episode 31. Okay, we'll do we'll do MST memes first. MST, are you even here? He's not here. He didn't show up. He didn't show up. Don't do that, Lola says. Yeah, don't do that. Don't do that. I agree. Well, you got to be here at MST if you want me to show you. I'm too boring for MST now. No, you're not. He's probably doing something. I got my freak. I'm sorry, I can't read. I'm gonna freak my sons out and tell them how hot they are. Funny. Oh, here, Double M's posted this at me a little while ago. I like my cougars, both the kitty kind and the divorced female types. Right? I hear ya. This is just for fun. I thought that was cute. Oh, was it? Well, it's funny. Made me laugh. So I was like, I'm gonna show it. We got this one. Oops. There we go. Donald, only suckers and losers would enlist, go to sea on an aircraft carrier, and then complain and send their family nasty notes about our military. They weren't at sea long enough. Like, what the hell? What the hell?
Says the 5-time draft dodger that went to a military school but has never actually
Yeah.
been in the military or seen duty. This guy does nothing but disparage the military and veterans. But he'll say nice things when he wants you to go die for his silly wars.
Or if he's gonna look like good pinning a medal on you, he wants to be a part of medal ceremonies. He just wants to look like the king maker, kind
He
of thing.
wants
The
the
guy,
love and the adoration and the attention, but he's not willing to do the actual work.
no, exactly. He's a fake. He's just a fake human being. Period.
Yeah, this one. He's only been to sea on a yacht. You think? I wonder if he's ever been on a cruise.
Who, Donald Trump?
Yeah.
Yeah,
Probably
I don't know.
not. Too many people beneath him will be on it too.
Yeah, no, he's definitely been on yachts, but I bet you he doesn't even like the water. So he's like, I don't like yachts. I don't do yachts.
Well, I know one thing, and that's for 200 years, our Navy. Actually, I think did I send you that meme? That for 200 years or so, the Navy has been in existence, and for 150, we've been in we've been at war for 239 years of our existence, and the Navy has been in part of it in some way, shape, or form since the beginning.
Yeah.
And for the last 150 years, it's worked very well. But now all of a sudden, it's not able to do anything. I wonder what that is. Pete Keg's breath. This is on Pete. Less so on Trump.
It's his shit sandwich.
That's right. This is on Pete.
Unless Donald Trump fires him, gets rid of him and appoints somebody else, it's Pete's shit sandwich. Simple as that. You hired him, Trump. You put him in the position, so he eats the shit sandwich, and then you have to take a bite too. That's the way it goes.
He's all happy and crap about building up that testosterone. But oh my goodness, forbid we actually treat our soldiers with dignity and some pit stick.
Wow, I mean, Hegseth is just a drunk. He's an egomaniacal drunk. He's got an ego just like Trump does. He's just not as successful, doesn't have as much money, but he knew how to stroke Trump and whoever he had to get to where he is, and they needed a guy like that. They found it, threw him in there, and he's just a douchebag. I mean, when you see the picture of him with his shirt off and all his Christianized Catholic tattoos and stuff like that, it tells you right away who he is, what type of guy he is, how he thinks.
I just DM'd you the one I was talking about.
I see that.
I know I sent you a whole bunch this morning.
No, I'll throw it up right here. There's only 2 others or whatever.
Oh yeah, that's right.
But let me just grab it.
Yeah, this is another issue that I'm finding incredibly. As much as I do like to pick on the Navy, as somebody who attempted to be in the Marine Corps.
That's all ball busting. That's all ball busting. Right?
But virtually everything that goes throughout the military somewhere has been, the Navy has been our transportation, all the branches transportation hub.
Yeah. And
for
now with
a very long time. And that's why there are some other content creators on YouTube that'll do videos don't touch our boats. I think that's Habitual Line Crosser. He does that when he does videos of everything's cool, but don't touch our boats.
Yeah, well, the American, not just American, global dominance requires a navy. Simple as that.
Yes.
And Teddy Roosevelt realized that, and he was the like first imperialistic president who was like, we're gonna go beyond America here. And so he knew that a navy was going to have to be built. That was going to be one of the first things, like just history showed from the last 500 years, like Europe and stuff like that. And the Navy, the U.S. Navy, has allowed the U.S. to have dominance around the world. Like, and frankly, like aircraft carriers they don't just launch planes; they're command centers. They're cities on the water.
They're
And
also transportation hubs for weapons,
for sure,
materials,
yeah,
tanks,
all of it.
a
And
lot
when
of
you
airplanes, even.
Yeah, and when you park one of those on the coast of a country, it sends a big message. It means we're here. Like we literally just parked
Yeah.
the city in
We
your
trolled
front
Japan
yard.
like that in World War II. We trolled Japan like that.
Yeah, exactly. And like I've said to my wife before, I was like, if we ever hear that the United States is parking a aircraft carrier on the east coast of Canada and on the west coast of Canada, it's time for us to figure out like what we're going to be doing, because that's the sign. And I'm not saying that this is even going to happen. I'm just saying if two aircraft carriers showed up on either coast, either side of Canada, trouble's about to happen. So
Yep.
the problem is now is that the United States hasn't really been taking care of their Navy for a long, or they've been disregarding their Navy long enough now that they're falling behind. And although China doesn't have the aircraft carriers you have, they now actually have more boats than you guys do. They have a larger Navy than the United States does. And that is creating a shift, a seismic shift in global dominance.
Now Trump wants to build new carriers called the Trump class, of course. And the people that actually know how to build ships are a bit disgruntled. Like right now, even they tested out a new propulsion system to launch planes off the aircrafts. It used to be steam, now it's electromagnetic. And after they worked the bugs out and everything on, I believe it's the George H.W. Bush, that they did this with. They worked all the bugs out, and the electromagnetic is working according to the people using it. It's working good. Now Trump wants to bring that ship back in and replace it with steam driven. So I want to go back spending millions. This guy is really good at spending money where it doesn't need to be spent, and on crap that it doesn't need to be spent on.
Yeah.
And then whines and cries when people won't do what he wants.
Yeah, he's also very like if Trump heard about something like 30 years ago and it sounded good then, it's still in his head as like that's good today. Let's do that. I heard that was good 30 years ago. Let's do that. And there could be people going, "Well, sir, we actually know like we've updated. Like we can actually." It's like, "Oh, I heard that was the good thing. I heard that was the good thing." No. he doesn't update. His operating system doesn't get the patches.
There was a good one, something good that Mark Kelly said. I'm trying to find it now.
Well, I'm going to throw up
but go ahead and keep going as you do that. Yeah, because I got to.
Yeah, Zara Quinn said, a real leader would be flying his ass out to the USS Abraham Lincoln to talk with those sailors instead of calling them liars on national TV. Pete Hegseth is a piece of shit. Well, there you go, Zara Quinn. Whoever you are, I agree. I agree with you. Yeah, that's what a leader would do, for sure. Like, I mean, I'm going to play something here. It's, second. Some people
Here it is. This is what Mark Kelly said about oops. Hey, gather. Oh yeah, it was an article from The Hill. And he said he's a marginally failed real estate developer with multiple bankruptcies. He shouldn't be weighing in on systems on aircraft carriers.
Mm-hmm.
And then Donald Trump knows nothing about this stuff. Not in any world would I suggest to the Navy to change the design of some system on a ship at this point. Which, by the way, Kelly was an engineer.
Mm-hmm.
You know, engineer, test pilot, naval pilot, and pilot of a shuttle.
Yeah, went to space.
Yeah, so gosh, where is it? He made the comment about crap. He said he should go back to what he's good at. Something about bitching, bankruptcies, and something else. That's the comment I'm trying to find. Anyway, go ahead.
Here, I want to share this little video just talking about leadership. And what's crazy about this is the it's almost like you forget like, and this is once okay. I hate that you got to do disclaimers like this. I am not posting this because I'm going like Barack Obama was the best. Okay, it's not what I'm doing. It's not my.
He definitely was not.
No. Okay, but it's about leadership and the representation of leadership, and when leadership from the top feels like leadership, it trickles down.
The only trickle down that actually works, by the way.
And when it looks like Donald Trump, that trickles down. That's my point. Okay. And you can, this is just such a stark contrast and this is the world that we're living in right now. And it's insane. It's absolutely insane.
The United States has conducted an operation that killed Osama bin Laden.
Abu Bakr al-Baghdadi is dead.
The United States launched a targeted operation against that compound.
They did a lot of shooting and they did a lot of blasting, even not going through the front door. You know, you think you go through the door. If you're a normal person, you say, knock, knock, may I come in?
After a firefight, they killed Osama bin Laden and took custody of his body.
He died like a dog.
But his death does not mark the end of our effort.
A beautiful dog, a talented dog.
We give thanks for the men who carried out this operation.
And I don't get any credit for this, but that's okay. I never do. But here we are.
May God bless you, and may God bless the United States of America.
And I'm writing a book. I think I wrote 12 books. All did very well.
Like, come on. Like, we used to live in a world that had a little bit of fucking dignity, I guess. I don't know. It's like, it's insane. It's insane what this guy does and says.
I found that comment of Mark Kelly's. He
Oh,
said
okay.
That Trump should stick to what he knows best: ballrooms, bankruptcy, and bullshit.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. Exactly. That's what he is.
Mm-hmm.
His hair alone should have ended his political career. It's not his hair. It belongs to somebody else.
Yeah. Yeah, buddy.
And we got another meme here. Oops, damn it. Here we go. Call me a raging leftist lunatic, but I really don't think we should be buying ICE $20 million X-Men shock gloves when our servicemen are being fed gray meat and one tortilla. Yeah.
That's just and that now I asked my husband about this, him having served on ships for 20 years or
Yeah.
the better part. And he said it depends on, hey honey,
Yep.
was it 4 meals a day on the ships?
On an aircraft carrier.
Okay.
4 meals a day.
Here, we'll listen to the guy who knows here.
Mhm.
Aircraft carriers, 4 meals a day. They might have a couple more for mid rats because they ran round the clock shifts.
Right. Yeah.
Okay,
Right.
so in looking at these pictures, you were saying what? Okay, there you go right there.
They don't have any food on that ship. They don't have enough food to feed everybody. Let's put it that way.
Right. Right. Yeah. That's what they're saying, that they're not getting shipments, like regular
Okay.
shipments.
And what was this piece of gray
That's fake bacon.
that was boiled?
Well, looks like it was boiled, yes.
Oh man. Oh. Yeah, I didn't know what that was at all. I was like, what is that?
That is not enough to sustain a crew on round the clock shifts. No fucking way.
Not a giant floating city like that.
No,
Industrial
I'm surprised they
plant
haven't
like
had
that.
more. I'm surprised they haven't had more safety incidents because of that.
Yeah.
Well, they're jumping off
Yeah.
before they have one.
They're on a floating prison.
Yeah.
Yeah, they're on a floating prison. They need to get off to actually live.
That bacon
Crew
would
needs
turn
to
me
take
Jewish
over.
again. It would make me
Yeah.
practice Judaism again.
I was on that ship.
Spider
and they were
just
doing
said that
shit.
bacon would turn him Jewish again.
I was on that ship right now. The khakis would not have control.
Anyway, so there you go. From a pro, from
Yeah.
a squid who served on Navy ships.
Bacon follows me everywhere I go.
Yeah, that's true. I do notice that.
Yeah, I don't know. Oh man. Oh, that's gross. Yeah, I feel so bad for those dudes. Oh, not just dudes.
See, to
men and
me,
women.
it looks like a roll, the tube from a roll of paper towels.
Yeah,
It
or
was
like
flattened and cut in half. That's what it
Yeah.
looks like to me. I'm like, well,
Speckled.
they're getting their fiber.
It looks like squid. Like it's speckled and gray, like it's just floppy boiled squid. It's really gross. I feel really bad for the men and women that are on
Tommy,
there.
were you in the Navy?
He was.
Oh, so I'm talking to another squid.
Well, and you know what, Tommy, though? You were on a ship that was getting supplied, regular
Oh,
supplies.
wait a minute. Hold on. Just because he knows about Navy food doesn't mean, because Marine Corps also knows about Navy food.
He was
Where's
definitely
Kittle when I need her?
he was definitely on a boat. I heard he was on a boat.
I was not on a boat. I was on a bus. We went to the local VA, and the nurse that was running it, I saw his pins, and so I asked him about his naval service, and he told us a little bit about it, and then my husband, told him about his Navy, and then pointed at me and said she was in the Marine Corps, and he looked right at me and he said, is he still driving you around? And I said, hell yeah, he is, because the Navy is our taxi service, basically.
Yep.
Oh, good, you did grab those other ones.
These are the MST ones.
Oh, okay. Because
Yeah.
I got some of the same ones. I was going to send them to you later. Now I don't have to.
Navy Air Crew and SARS.
Oh, so you were on a carrier then?
Ah, there you go. It can happen if you freeze meat for a long time as the cells break down, then ice crystals pierce the cell membranes. Yeah, totally.
Yeah, freezer burn.
Yeah. Ugh.
Ugh.
Yeah,
Oh my God.
I got some memes here from MST. He's not around, but there'll be MST memes. So, there's that's where they're coming from. Socialism, when people get free stuff. I saw it in a meme about Karl Marx. Okay.
I'm sorry. hmm You know, it's so funny because you hear all this crap from people who don't know, because the left does, some of the left does it too, only much less so.
Mhm.
You can't explain what democratic socialism is because they don't even know what communism and socialism is.
No, yeah, exactly. They have a misrepresentation of what it is, like because it's been force fed to them that what you see in Russia, like the Soviet Union, all that's like what socialism is, right? And yeah, if you're not educated on it, you're going to have the wrong view of it if you're just getting your information from your government in the
Yeah.
West, right?
Tommy, how long were you in the Navy, if you don't mind me prying? My husband served on tenders mostly.
Yeah, exactly. That's what socialism is in a democratic country,
Yeah, look at all that horrible stuff. And
I
that's
know
what people miss the mark about us.
Mhm.
We have a socialist capitalist economy. Originally, they tried to make it fully capitalist, saw that it was not working, and started bringing in socialist programs to balance it out.
Yeah.
Yeah.
They're
Well,
on our money.
Don't forget too that when England started shipping away their criminals, they started shipping them here first.
Yeah.
Oh, okay. My husband retired. He was E6.
Yeah, people were
and then
given an option basically. It was like if you can, like if you want to be free, get on that boat and go work over in the New World.
Yeah, so they got rid of the criminals that way, and when they realized some people were coming back, that's when they
Mhm.
started shipping them to Australia
Yeah.
because it was too far.
Too far to get back from.
Yeah, if you survive the trip. Oh, okay. That's sort of what happened to me, but it happened to me in boot camp. So I'm a veteran on paper only.
Get off my plane. You know what? I'll just jump in the food cart.
Except for the food cart.
Oh man. See you later, Carolyn Levitt. She's pissed, eh? She's trying to exit all like, I'm gonna go be a mom now and stuff. And it was like, those bastards were gonna let me die on that plane.
Yeah, I'm all like, bitch, if it looks like a snake, sounds like a snake moves like a snake, and now you finally figured it out. She must have been getting paid really well.
Another one. MST's on the Donald Trump in the cart thing, because the last one is
I've got a bunch of those too. I was gonna send you. Sun Tzu. The art of war. Yep.
Yeah. You're gonna need a bigger food cart. Yeah.
Yeah, that's actually a meme, and it's a picture from Jaws.
Oh, right.
I had an idea what you were talking about, so I didn't send you all the food cart ones.
Oh, that's cool. Whatever. I was promoted to third class petty officer as soon as I finished air crew.
Yeah, my
Sorry that
husband
it-
retired was first. They wanted to promote him to chief, but my husband is definitely not into the politics.
Right. Yeah, you gotta be one of those
He
guys.
wanted to stay.
Survive it.
Yeah, and plus with what he was doing, he was a technician, and he loves being hands-on.
Yeah. That all goes away once you become chief.
Yeah.
It all becomes
Yeah,
politics and
then you become a
HR.
paper pusher.
Yeah, exactly. That's no fun. I mean, some people want to do it, but if you're a hands-on kind of person, it's not very fun. It'll destroy you, really.
Yeah, when I enlisted, not only did I choose something that I knew I would enjoy, but it also meant way less promotions, so I didn't have that dog hanging over my head.
Yeah.
I'm lazy in that way. I don't want, and then the whole idea when you go through boot camp is to not call attention to yourself. And I definitely chose an MOS where I would not call attention to myself. I wanted to be a auto mechanic.
Oh, right. Yeah.
Work on those Jeeps, 3 wires and 4 tires.
Crazy. That's fun. If you got the skills, you probably would have learned so much more as well at the same time.
Yeah. Well, I ended up being a mechanic after I discharged.
Yeah.
No, I did not work in the mailroom. That would have required too much work.
Well, she's gonna get her DD 214, and then we'll find out where she actually works.
What? You mean I gotta show my DD 214?
Well, if you're gonna make all these claims, yes.
I'll show it to you guys. I'll show it to you in Dick Bag privately, and then you'll see.
Cool.
Oh wait, actually, I do have copies of it. The problem with my DD 214, this was so funny, because a 6-year wait. Okay. Yeah, my husband retired in 2010. He enlisted in 1990. I couldn't buy I pulled the Kaiser, and a lot of my important I left a lot of my important documents and photos and everything up in storage in Washington, because I'm down here in the desert and it's so dry that it would destroy a lot of, because when I discharged in 1982, they weren't really using computers widely yet. So when I went to send an email to the archives to get another copy, they couldn't find them. I was like, great. My DD2s are lost in some dusty file in Quantico somewhere. And then Freedom Fighter, which I haven't seen in a while, he's been busy, suggested that I go to the VA and see if they had me on file. And sure as hell enough, they had a copy of my DD214s.
Oh, right. Yeah. I remember.
And then it said, there was a button there that said, click here to print out your veteran ID card. And I was like, what? So I clicked on it and I'm looking at it. My husband walks by and goes, see, I told you you're a veteran. I'm like, dude, I didn't even. So, okay. So the DOD class of, and this is where Kaiser gets reprieve from, because he was in longer than me in medical, much longer than I was.
Mm-hmm.
But, when you enlist and you get, and I thought it was only with an honorable discharge, but you can actually get it with a general discharge. You absolutely do not get it with a dishonorable. But
yeah.
Kaiser had a general. I had honorable. So I qualify for everything but VA benefits.
Mm-hmm.
So I can get veteran on my driver's license. I can get the veteran plate, that kind of stuff, but no VA. So but it's not that important to me because I get to coast on my husband's coattails with his stuff.
Yeah.
So, but I'm definitely fully supportive of the Corps, even though I did not graduate from basic. But and also too because I like to pick on the Navy. And but I definitely do not represent, like when somebody says, "Oh, thank you for your service," I'm like, I did not serve. I'm a veteran on paper only. I am very clear about that. Oh crap!
Damn. Yeah.
Well, I wonder if the VA has a copy of yours. Well, did the congressman get it? Because I was really surprised the VA had it. And it was in such bad condition. I mean, there's even a coffee stain on it. Like somebody put their coffee cup on it. It was in such bad condition that they had to issue this like official certification from the military saying, yes, that I served and the dates that I served because my DD 214 is so, back in the old days when they, it wasn't computerized. Mine was with carbon in between to make the copies. I'm not quite fossil status, so not quite where MSG is, but Anyway.
I'm wondering, what is this? Spider, enjoy watching. They were sitting inside our base. Is there a documentary? Like, where can I find it? I just looked it up. I'm not seeing anything. Maybe I have to add some more to it. Oh, it's on YouTube. Okay.
Admiral in the Army.
I see it. Okay, cool. 20 minutes. Yeah, okay, cool. I'll check it out.
Send me that link too, please, because that does sound interesting. All right, Kath, well, who's the admiral in the Army? An admiral in the Army. Yeah, that was and then to defy my when I went in the Marine Corps, I wasn't 18 yet, so my parents had to sign for me.
Oh, yeah, really?
And of course, when I got discharged, I was still not 18. But what were they going to do with me, right? They had to send me home. So in total defiance of my parents, I bought a bus ticket. So 4.5 days of glorious freedom and pain before I got back to Seattle.
Funny.
That's funny.
Yeah, we're in a Jeep.
Anyway, I'm all done.
Yeah, so am I. I'm
glad
done for the
up.
week. 2.5 hours, not bad. We're almost 2.5 hours. I will be back around next Sunday. We'll be back around next Sunday.
I want to figure out how to do a raid because that's one of the little things to.
I think somebody said you can only do it once you're monetized. Like
No,
once you have.
I saw it in the YouTube options.
Oh, the YouTube options. So
I just haven't done it yet.
Is there anybody on right now?
Hi, GMK. Yeah, do dissidents. I'm gonna go. They started 23 minutes ago. I'm gonna go over there and harass the young. They're the two live Jews I like to watch.
I'm gonna have to. I'm gonna have to ask ChatGPT because I don't see how
It's somewhere in the advanced things.
Yeah.
Hey Tommy, you've done a raid, haven't you? Do you remember how to do it? I thought he's done a raid before.
Send feedback. Yeah, I'm not even sure. I'm not sure at all.
Yeah, I saw it. I couldn't begin to tell you where now because it's been so long. But it was
no. Can't be too hard, but I just don't see where the interface is or whatever kind of thing.
Yeah.
Do you have a link to his channel? I'll put it in. We can put it in chat, anyways.
Yeah, just a second. Let me grab that.
Yeah.
Because I'll run over to the Rumble side when I do it. Because Rumble, you can send a come on, Link, get up there.
Go over, check out Tommy Pickles later on, 9:30. I'm guessing that's Eastern time.
Go check out Tommy Pickles.
Yeah, well, he's on Rumble. It's Killer Miller.
Yeah.
I got his thing right here. I got it.
He must not have heard me when I asked about if they had raided before. There's a link to Do Dissidents, the 2 live Jews I like watching. That is another not a Zionist channel.
So the link's in there for Do Dissidents.
They are also like me. They don't particularly. They mostly lean left, but they don't particularly like many on either side, just like me.
Yeah. Yep. Cool. And Killer Miller, 9:30. Everybody, check them out.
Go to your current live stream, then where you can change your options. I hit advanced at the bottom. At the bottom, that will save you, put you in the channel after you end. Yeah, that's it. I forgot where I can change my. Well, you can get in there.
I can't. I'm gonna have to play around.
All right.
I'll have it figured out for next time.
Yeah.
I will.
I've been wanting to do it.
Tech support,
like if
Tommy.
somebody else, like if Muxter's on or something that yeah. Do you do it through the studio or through?
Yeah, I'm in studio.
Okay. Oh, wait a minute.
We'll figure it out. But we're gonna go. That's what we're gonna do. The link's in there. Go check them out. The links. They're in there. They're in there. Tommy's is in there. Everybody have a good Sunday night. Enjoy your dinners or your sleeps or whatever it is you're gonna be doing. And we'll see you next Sunday. No Spider Dog until September 4th. I'll see you next Sunday. Have a good one, everybody.
Next Sunday, everybody.
Bye-bye.
Bye. Talking about the current topic. As you can tell by this show, I'm not good at it. where's that money coming from? Nobody asked that. But I wanted to bring up something first. Ding, ding, ding. You know, this is why we can't have nice things. It's really important to know what's going on. I'll probably get in trouble for saying that. I am a believer of the Rebel Alliance. Here's another distraction for you. This is definitely a shit show. And it's a good question who's running. Okay, we're getting down to the nitty-gritty here. You want it all, but you can't have it. Yes! Wow! Look at that.